Don't blink. Yes, you blink. Oh my god. Welcome to date. Oh, is that? I know it's not great, but trust me. Everything we do for the reason that we're trying our best. Hope you're doing well in this day on 154 outro. We're done today. Diagnosed me. I can't keep wondering why. I know it's not a phase, cause it happens all the time. I need an antidote on what can we just have to do a couple things. Cause I'm gonna avalanche. I fear myself go under the weight of its like hand on my neck. Oof. Such a good day today. Such a great day today. What am I saying? Holy shit, what a good day. Ugh, grateful for today. You know what I want to be grateful for? I don't want to be grateful for today. I want to be grateful for coffee. How was you guys this Thursday? Because it was Thursday, today is Friday, isn't it? Imagine if it's fucking Monday. Did you guys ever fear not having the right date? But not being off by a couple of days, being off by a shit ton. Give me some warm water, please. Okay, almost good. Feels good. I'm gonna go for a shower after this. I would like to finish my day with a shower. Oh. So, I have to keep the door open because I don't want the phone. I don't have time for the phone to work properly. I never stood a chance. Yeah, I have how much time left to film the outro. The outro today is gonna be very simple. I got 23 minutes. Not bad, bro. It's not bad. So before we forget, I got some MVP today. I want to ask. So I'm supposed to do this at the end of the TikTok live, but what I want to start doing is kind of want to start having some MVPs. So who was really meaningful today? The first one is Kataleya and Kaya. I believe the nickname, the family name is Vichenko, but I gotta be honest, I'm not sure. Is it? Is it? I don't know. What a day, guys. What a day. Just exhausted, bro. Convince you to come. See, I love this. I love this. We're going to look something. I'm starting to watch videos. Automatic. Bikanko. What a cool name. So, they stayed in for the longest, and they stayed in for... I didn't even check. Good life is what I need. Too many something kind of over me. I need a change and I need it fast. So one thing you go before I ask. All I want is a little of the good life. I want to say they were there for like 3 hours, but maybe not. Telling you, yes, last night, just insane. So I'm gonna go in live. I got 9 followers today. We were live for a shit ton of time. Thank you guys so much. I don't know. I want to see. Do I got the highlights? Thank you guys so much. No, I want to see. All I want. No. Post. Where do I see the highlights? J'ai fait un gros live. I have thought it's not something. Thank you guys so much. Whoa. Yeah. They hooked me up real good, and I think I found it. Thank you guys so much. No. No. Okay. So what a day. So they stayed in for a while, but they got me 25,000 likes. Now, I don't really care about likes I don't know what fell, but I hope that was rather important. Dude, this is the thing with outro. I'm much more calm, much more thoughtful, but it's a good thing. We're good. We're good. It was a good day, but there was a couple of like little bit of a I don't know. It was such today was such a crazy day. I don't even know how I feel about it. It's positive. I know for a fact, but how positive it is, I don't know. So shout out to that for the sister, the twin. Crazy thing is, I don't even know. I know of no twin. I know triplets, because on my father's street there's triplets, but I never met twins in my life, especially two girls. If you're a dude, you know. If you're a girl, I'm just twins are cool. Twins are cool. You don't need to know more. If you're a dude, though, you know what I mean. And I want to shout out also Cam, whose birthday it was yesterday, which is fucking amazing, amazing. The fact that he came and said, "Hey, I'm hype. It's my birthday." It's always cool. And Cam has been with us for a long ass time. He's been with us for a legit long ass time. Talking more than a year. See, that's the thing also. With the longer you do content, the harder it is for people to be there for a while. For example, if you do content for 20 years, somebody has been there for a year. Like, okay, yeah, he's been there for a while. But if you do content for 6 months, a person that's been there for 2 months, like, oh yeah, he's been there for a while, That's Slovia. Wow. Fuck your open door policy. You know what I'm gonna do after this? Which I'm really excited for. We're gonna be uploading some things, and I'm gonna be having chips and watching a movie in the bath today, because I'm gonna be watching Dragon Ball Z. We're gonna be watching Dragon Ball Broly trilogy. So by Broly, Broly Second Coming, and Broly by Broly, which is super cool. I'm excited for that. I'm really excited for that. I believe I have a version of Broly, which I also would like to do. If I could do those 4, I'll be sleeping at I want to say like 9 o'clock. I'll have time to do a lot, which is great. This is the goal too. So yeah, 28 minutes, we're good. I want to make sure you're good. 28 minutes. I want to make sure. This doesn't matter. Okay, cool. So yeah, shout out to Cam. And Cam was like, dude, it wasn't like, hey, it's my birthday, acknowledge me. It was like, dude, I'm hyped, it's my birthday. I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool. And also shout out to Clownfish, who came in and was like, hey, dude, how are you? And instead of having his problem on the surface, it was like, dude, I'm not doing well, but I'm enjoying the show. And it's weird, because if he said I'm fucking hating the show, it would also funny, but it wasn't making his problem my problem, and that's why I wanted to help him. I blocked the guy. I was talking about a guy yesterday that comes in every single day and talk about his stories and the problem, and download. So he was downloading people videos and not bring that as their own. It's kind of crazy. And this guy, I came in. I started my live at 6:50. They were there at 6:52, talking about their day. And I'm like, I love that, but you're a bit too vocal, bro. Not that I didn't ask, but if you tell me every single day and then you leave, it's not that cool. So yeah, then I'm gonna shout out Clownfish again. Here's the situation, and you know what? It's a very positive situation, but it's a very negative situation. So I have my ex, which is the girl I talked about yesterday. She came into life, right? And she got up in the corner, and then her friend came up in the corner, and then we had a conversation, which was really good. And then at the moment, I had 6 people as guests, which was fucking phenomenal. I really, really did enjoy that. I really, really did enjoy that. It was fucking marvelous. It was really, really, really nice. And I gotta say, I had nothing but good times. But it still was so much, because I'm coming from a position where I'm social with a couple people per day, and I'm social with 6 people at the same time, which I haven't done in years, literally years, by the way. And although it was nice because we were a friend and then there was other friends, there was a couple of things that I had on my mind. And again, I'm stuck in a position where those things bothered me, but not to a degree where I was mad. And again, I want to tap myself on the shoulder because I deserve it. To say I need it. I don't need shit. We did really good thing, and I'm proud of myself. And this is why it's a really good thing, but it's really still a bad thing because I don't know if how I acted was the proper way, right? So, for example, there was a lot of people. We had a great conversation. It was really fun, right? And again, we're talking about the disconnection between content and being able to enjoy moments. The part of me that was there yesterday really enjoyed it, right? There was a couple of things. For example, so the first thing, the biggest thing, which is why it doesn't make sense if I say it. If I don't say it, it's not gonna make sense. So I was saying like, hey, thank you for this. Can I put it on YouTube, right? Like, no, don't put it on YouTube. And it kind of bothered me. Not to, it is so weird because I don't mind not putting it on YouTube, right? It was 3 hours of life, which doesn't matter because I should have asked before and say, hey guys, I'm gonna put it on YouTube. So if you're okay with this, you're okay with this. If you're not okay with this, don't. Um, and it was my fault for not saying, right? And at least I asked, which is a good thing. And they were like, no, we're not. The person said, no, I'm not okay with this. No, I don't want to do this. They were freaking out. There's even a guy who said, hey, and this is kind of what's bothering me because this is another thing. There was this guy who came in and was like, hey, I'm the big brother here and nothing's going to go on YouTube. Am I clear? And I was like, dude, you just big dick me. You know what I mean by big dick? You just, like, dude, you're going to take your place. I'm in charge here. I'm the captain. I'm the papa. I'm Papa Bear. And I'm like, no, dude, I don't know. First of all, I don't know you. Second of all, it's my life. And it was a case, again, which is my life. But I had a lot of guests, so I had to be understanding of their emotion. And if they don't want it on YouTube, it wasn't a problem. I already said I wasn't gonna put it, and I meant it. The fact that he had to push it, I was like, dude. And again, this is the problem. Some people were really nice, some people were not. There's one person, it sucks because he was going through stuff, was going through a lot. And they were going through a lot. And what happened is, the dude talked about his feelings about how he was viewing everything and what was the not solution per se, but the reaction, yeah, the reaction to the end they were using. And at the same time, we were talking about addiction, which is kind of cool because we had a guy who was coming in and talking about how he had a problem with addiction himself, and he was able to leave it, which was really good because he was an alcoholic and now he's not. He's been sober for 10 years. So congratulations to you. No Words was his name, so go follow him. And yeah, really nice guy. And I had a problem because there was one guy that came in, and again, it's so complex because something really terrible happened to him, and it wasn't that long ago. It was yesterday. So he was using, and using pretty badly, and you can tell he was using, and he wasn't. He wasn't. He was very emotional, very in his feeling, kind of ruined the mood. And again, it's a situation where I'm talking a lot. I'm renting a lot, but the ending is the most important part. So trust me, there's a reason for why I'm talking about this and so many details. So the guy was using, and I didn't know him. I did not know him. It wasn't my friend. So it was this guy again who came in with not a small problem, humongous problems, and you were using. And again, I don't have a problem with people using. I don't judge, but you're going to a stranger live, which was why, and you're not. I don't mean to be. You have to be sober, but if you're abusing drug and you're in your emotion and you're really like going through it, and okay, it's okay to have your emotion. I understand that, but and I don't know you, dude. So, and, especially since, and this is what I meant by that. It was my life, but it wasn't my life, and that I didn't appreciate. But at the same time, there's a good reason for that. So we're gonna talk about it later on. Um, and for the guy that was using, there's no problem. It's not a problem, but it's just I really felt like in my own life I didn't feel in charge, and that bothered me. Not because I need to be in charge or not because I need to be in control, but because it's like, dude, I understand that you guys are here. I understand a lot of the people that are usually in charge are here, but please respect the fact that there's a host, right? Which sucks. And even then, there's a guy that says, "Hey, thank you for the host for having this show," and not even me, somebody else answered, "You're welcome." And I was like, okay. My ex, she comes in, and my ex, she's a really big fan, and a big fan, a friend, and she's a mod for another person. And she went in and she was like, "Hey, please make sure that you follow her." Now, ultimately speaking, I don't mind because again, I don't mind if people are promoting their stuff as long as I'm aware of it. Like, for example, if you're going in and you're saying, "Hey, try my freaking new product," I'm be like, "Okay." If you're a friend of mine and say, "Hey, dude, I'm trying to reach a certain milestone. Please help me." The girl left her account. It's suspended for a couple of days, so she did some followers. And the other girl, which is my ex, she was like, "Hey, make sure that you follow her." And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with you saying that follow her because what happened? So basically, what happened is she had a guest, and that guest was controversial, and people to make sure that he wasn't up, they put a sexual picture on it. That way, the account was banned. So because she lost the account, she's trying to get the account back, and I didn't mind because I understood. I understood that something was going on. There was a couple of things that I wasn't okay with, like you promoting her channel. I say, "Hey, make sure that you subscribe to her." Did you ask me if I was okay with it? Did you ask me if I was okay with it? And also, if I was going to another person live, for example, the person that lost their account, if I was going to her live and I was promoting my stuff, you wouldn't be happy. But because it's me, I have to be like, you know what? No big deal. Yeah, it's okay. Do what you want. We're good. No worry. No worry, sis. No, do worry, sis, because that's not cool. That is not cool to do. Ultimately speaking, am I pissed off? No. Ultimately speaking, could I have done better? Could I have gone better? Yes. It could have gone much better. But at the same time, it's a situation where it's a little bit complex, right? It's a little bit complex. Um, and I feel like this is the main thing. Because yesterday it was a situation where I was, and this is kind of crazy because it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned. It was a situation where I was social and surrounded with good people. Again, me banning a guy that was my friend. Yesterday we banned a friend. Today we banned a friend, and I'm scared because it's so easy to be an asshole. For example, there's a girl that I used to be friend with, and she started doing it live, and she was sharing her live. The problem with her sharing her live to me was she was live for like an hour, and she would share with me for 4 or 5 times. So I got pissed off, and I said, "Listen, if I'm don't please don't stop sharing your live. If I can come, I'll come. If I cannot come, I cannot come." And she blocked me, and I was like, "Dude, what the heck?" And today I had a person invite me for their live, for like a battle or something like that. And I was like, "Okay, okay." And then I was like, "No, it's weird," because I wasn't sure what to do because I didn't know who she was, and now I knew what she was, and like, dude, we're not cool. So yeah. So there's a ton of things that small things that are not meaningful. Like for example, the girl promoting her friend channel. It's not cool, but it's not a big deal. The guy who's going through stuff and using to deal with the pain, not cool. Something like that. The guy that was trying to big dick and saying, "Dude, you're gonna listen to me." Maybe that's the way he is in life. Maybe that's the way he's talking to everybody, right? So there were small instances of moments where I wasn't super down, and it's a shame because I didn't know how to react. It's a shame because I didn't know what to do. It's a shame because in the perfect world this doesn't happen, but the perfect world doesn't exist. And all in all, it's a weird thing because even with that, it still wasn't something that I thought wasn't good. It's still something that I thought went well. Still something I'm very happy about. And just the thing is, like, I didn't think. And my ex, she comes in and she says sorry, and DMs, and I'm like, yeah, but if you knew that something was wrong, you should. Why didn't you say so in your life, right? And I don't know, and I don't know. So yeah. So it's a complex thing. It's a really complex thing because I actually don't know what to do. And see, the selfish part of me says is wanting to sexually. As long as you're in charge, you went well. Because when I was alone, the live actually went really well today. And it was kind of cool because I do watch her live. So the reality is, I prefer watching drama. I think it's more entertaining. But she's live till 5. The guy that I watched is live till 3:34. So there's an hour where there's next to nothing except her, and her content is actually good. So I was like, dude, this is kind of cool because I do watch this person. It's a weird thing. You watch this person on their live, and you watch them almost daily, but you're talking to them like they're your friends, and it's a weird concept. There's a parasocial relationship, which is a bit odd, you know. And all in all, like I'm going to repeat myself, but the life went well, and it's kind of crazy because there was so many emotion. At first, when I started the stream, I blocked Kumbe, and the guy was posting the videos of other people and talked about his life a bit too much, which again is cool, but not every day, bro. Not every day. Um, and I was like, dude, this is scary because I didn't feel anything by blocking him. Now, ultimately speaking, I was thinking about blocking him a couple of times already. So it wasn't something that I did it cold blooded, which sounds crazy to say. It was something that was, I had planned to do. I didn't do it because I felt bad for the kid because he's going through shit, you know. Um, and so I blocked him. I thought a girl that invited me for a battle, I blocked her too because I was like, dude, you blocked me before. And it's not the fact that you block me that bothers me. And the fact that, see, I don't mind being blocked. I don't mind if people are mad at me. I don't mind if people say, hey, dude, this guy's an asshole. My issue is if you block me, please keep me blocked. Don't unblock me, block me, unblock me, block me, unblock me. Because then I don't know I don't know how I should feel. I don't know if I am an asshole or not. See, it doesn't matter what you do. People will think that you're an asshole, or people will think that you're a good guy. It depends on the people. It depends on their perception of asshole and good guy. You understand? Oh, by the way, I forgot. We made. I don't need no understand me. I'm gonna lose my fucking pants. We're wearing the same pants as yesterday. My apologies. Don't blink. It's your boy Ink. Welcome to our show. Because everyone else are having a wonderful day. Here is the nature corn of today, and I'm super happy because, again, this is fucking fantastic. We're doing the outro. I got about 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left. I'm gonna take and then I'm gonna take a warm bath. I'm gonna be watching Broly. It's gonna be really freaking fun. So, without further ado, let's freaking go. I'm gonna say freaking in the sentence. Yeah. So, also the good news is the 12 gig that we had, the 12 hours and 2 minutes, we are. I'm gonna have enough space to do it today. To finish it today. This is pretty positive. This is really positive, actually. I was afraid because I thought that how easy it is, and you see, the reality is, you guys have seen me talk a lot and think a lot. The reality is, I'm finally asking a question that I shouldn't ask myself. I never ask myself. See, as a human being, which is sort of crazy to say, but I don't mind about that shit. I don't mind about relationship because I'm good on my own. I'm self-sufficient. Hey, guess what? I don't like this place. I'm not going to be here. I don't like this person. I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to give them shit, but I'm not going to be there. You understand? As a content creator, I'm finally asking myself the question is, hey, dude, I want to do this. I have to make sacrifices. I have to deal with people. How do I deal with people better? Which is why we're asking ourselves question a lot more, you know? So, and because we're asking ourselves question a lot more, we're also, and this is also insane, we're a lot more observant of what's going on in my life, my personal life. So, for example, I'm going to give you any example possible, but for example, with a movie, when you do a movie review versus when you watch a movie to watch a movie, it is very different. Very different because there's a purpose to watching the movie, which is different. there's a reason as to why also, you know? Um, oh shit. No more storage. You're good. Almost done. So yeah, so because I'm asking that, and I was afraid because at first I felt bad because I was like, dude, and there's gonna be two things I'm gonna be super honest about. At first I was like, okay, well, I'm fucked because I blocked a guy that was in my life for 2 months without any hesitation. Not cool. Then at the same time, I went at night, much later, and I had a live TikTok live where I lost control because I wasn't in charge of the live. Right, I was co-hosting my own live, which makes no sense. And at the end, I'm like, dude, you lost control. You lost control. Honestly, Ink, don't worry about what you're saying. I'm not worried. I just don't like to be a dick. My first thought when I left the live was like, dude, you lost control. You let people walk over you. Now, ultimately speaking, and this is the important part, when I say that, the people that came today to the live, were they mean? No. They were nice people. But you still let them walk over you, and it's crazy. And again, the reality is I didn't ask for a show. I didn't ask to be part of it. They just took over, and I didn't know what to do. You know? It's very hard, because at first, my ex wanted to come in, and she likes to talk in the corner, so I'm like, no problem, you can come in. Then her friend came in, and her friend was like, oh, you know what? It's kind of cool because I watch you. Then there was another guy that came in, and then another guy, another girl, and another guy, another girl. At the end, we were 8 at the end. We were 8. I'm like, I don't know a single person here. You know, and most of the night, which again is so crazy, because that lasted for like an hour and a half, and about 4 minutes to 50 minutes of it is talking to a guy who something happened to him, and now he's using to cope with the pain. But situation, people are worried about him and trying to give him advice, but he's high, so he doesn't understand. And I'm like, this is not cool. It's not cool. And then I'm in there, and I kind of put a word because I don't want to be looked as seen as an asshole. And then there's instances where there are things that happen that I don't appreciate, but I can't say anything because again, it's so dumb. I'm on my own and alive, and 6 of the other guests are regulars on the girl show. You know? And then even when I wanted to leave, I say, oh, why are you leaving? No, if I want to go, I'm going to go, you know? It was just so weird. And again, I think it's a positive experience, but it could have been more positive. And I'm asking myself the question, if it could have been more positive, is it negative on purpose? Is it negative as a result, or is it still positive? And the reality is I don't know the answer. I do not know the answer. So, yeah. And that's not even the worst thing. Now I'm stuck. Next time I do a live, if they come in, what do I say? I don't want to do a live with people. What do I say? I have to figure out something to say. I saw that yesterday. I realized, which is gonna be tomorrow because we're going to sleep. Yesterday I realized that I preferred being a viewer than somebody that was involved in the content. Is that true? No, but whatever I say else, I'm gonna be looked as an asshole, or it's tough. It's really tough. Yeah, a lot to think about, but it was a positive experience, even if that's one time thing. And they're like, dude, you don't put this on YouTube. And I'm going to talk about the YouTube again. And I'm like, you don't want this on YouTube. But everything you said was live. Everything you said was on social media. It's so dumb. It's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid, you know? Yeah. This is why it's not going to happen again. Because it's my channel. I'm going to do what I want, you know? Yeah. Even, again, and I feel bad saying this, but even Carly, I had a problem with yesterday. Because she kept talking about, hey, who did you block? And she said, okay, what did they do? And Carly made me some promises, like for example, she said, "Hey, I can tattoo. Hey, I'm gonna do your logo." She made some promises. She didn't keep me. She didn't keep the promise. So, although I love the girl and I appreciate who she is as a person, there's still nothing in my mind. I'm like, dude, we're talking about putting yourself first. Talking about, hey, actually having a positive thing, but there's some background that's not so positive. So I don't know what I said. So now, yeah, it's not gonna be a long live because again, we don't have time. I got 4 minutes left, which is good. I'm stuck standing here and wondering. You see, and it doesn't matter how much I think about it, overthinking. Doesn't matter how I ponder and I plan, because it possibly is for not. It possibly is for nothing, and I don't know. I don't know. And then after that, when I was done with the live, they did another live, right? And I feel like this is, and again, it's so selfish, but that's really the straw that broke the camel back. Because then I gotta go. They did live and they continued the conversation right away. And you realize that you weren't part of the conversation. You weren't necessarily in the conversation. You just witnessed. You were just there. Do I mind? No. In general, I don't mind. When it's my life, though, I'm in charge. I'm the MVP. I'm the most important person. Because I'm in charge. You know? So I don't know. So now, what we're going to do is, we're not going to go sleep right away. I'm tired, but I'm still good. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching Bio Broly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be watching shows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be uploading and editing. I got like 4 clips to do. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until they upload. I'm going to go and take a bath, watch 3 of the Broly movie. And when I'm going to be done with the 3 Broly movies, we're going to be good to go sleep. So I'm actually really excited about that. Sleep is a blessing. And that's pretty much it. So excited about this. We still have about 2. So that's a problem. It's not 2 hours of work. It's 40 minutes of work. But I have to wait until they upload because otherwise it'll take forever. So on that note, I love you guys. Take it easy. Peace.